Hey, what's up again, internets? It's me, Nicholas. Um, so, today, boys and girls of the internet, we're gonna talk about why Jesus Christ is amazing. And this, might not be, like, surprising thing for me to say, or well, of course, Nicholas is gonna say that. Um, I feel like this is a topic that is well covered. It has many people that preach and talk about the amazing life of Jesus Christ, and I would like to share my thoughts on the subject. So, Jesus Christ is amazing, and he solves so many problems on the earth. Um, there's no doubt in my mind that the Gospels were sent by the all-creating Lord, thy God. Um, the Gospels, combined with Torah and other sacred texts, write a real, living, eternal, been here since the beginning God. Um, Let us examine how Jesus Christ is the example and how we should apply his law today. Jesus Christ preached poverty. Today, we see pollution on Earth as a major systemic problem. Pollution is caused by sin, and it harms the earth. As I said previously in another video, or another article that I've written somewhere, to harm the earth is to heap contempt on their creator, as Chief Seattle said. Pollution is caused by the consumption of the environment around it. And the release of toxic chemicals and bacteria from desecration. Out of a tailpipe or out of an asshole, we are excreting excrement. Shit adds up. Shit adds up to pollution. When we live a life of poverty, we consume less. When we consume less, we excrete less shit. We make less poop. We damage the environment less. We don't worship false gods like Car. We live humbly in fear of the Lord, the bulwark of bulwarks, the great clockmaker, the Lord of dance. He who brings peace, the great gifter, defeater of all. So, yes, we must live in poverty and consume less. You should always be working to preserve that which is around you. The Lord is kind to provide such an environment for us to dance in. We should not harm the environment which bears us for future humanity, our progeny, what we should consider to be God. We should not harm the environment which bears us for future humanity, our progeny, what we should consider to be God. We should act only as liberators of our fellow brothers and sisters, and this includes our future kin. We should not harm the environment of the earth to where it is beyond repair. We should not harm the earth to the detriment of future humanity. No human being is entitled to contribute to harming earth towards being inhospitable. Following the example of Jesus Christ and living in poverty is our solution. Shed the image, shed the cars, shed the fancy house, shed the air conditioning. None is better than another. We should act towards necessity. Necessity is living in poverty. Is tea, coffee, or soda necessary? Is sense gratification idol necessary? No. Is a car emblem, a car idol necessary? No. Is burning oil, addiction to oil, an oil idol? Is this necessary? No. Is a stone idol necessary? No. Water, yes. Food, yes. Clothing, it makes it socially acceptable. Yeah. Protection, shelter, yes. Baseball team, idol? No. Baseball stadium, idol? No. Housing the poor, real people? Yes. Tomorrow I will wake up, and millions of people are going to turn on their cars, a metal god, and pollute the environment around them. Tomorrow, millions of people will use their air conditioners, a metal god, which pollutes the environment around them. Millions of metal gods devouring, destroying, and harming our environment. Muhammad and Jesus Christ are twins of the same Father. Love thy Lord with all thy heart, and worship no other gods besides him. Worship no stone idol or metal gods. We must follow the teachings of the Lord's prophets. We must stop worshiping idols that are harming our planet. No time and no place has monopoly on God's self-revelation. God comes as he is needed, always with the same mission, to repair and restore the time-ravaged path of religion, overgrown and eroded by neglect and abuse. Thus the Lord not only establishes religion on earth, but it returns again and again as its ceaseless maintainer. The sacrifice of Jesus Christ also times perfectly with the cycles of the moon and debt cycles. In Leviticus, we read that on the 70th Jubilee, there will be a Jubilee of Jubilees, where all debt will be forgiven and all will be given housing. Lord Jesus Christ also rises 3 days after his sacrifice, and we just happen to be in the third day after that sacrifice has taken place. There's no better time to observe the Jubilee of Jubilees, which will help us escape the debt cycles that bond us to unnecessary work. We must cease working so that we cease harming our environment and our planet and ourselves and future generations and God. We must choose to rest now so that we may work when work is necessary. A barrel of oil burned today means a harmed environment and one less barrel of oil tomorrow, when we may need it. Our dependence upon metal gods is also inappropriate. We should be dependent upon no metal god. Tomorrow, millions of people will go turn on their metal gods, i.e. cars, and pollute their environment. We must cease the requirement of a motor vehicle to properly function in life. The rich are leading us to dependence. Tomorrow, millions of air conditioners will be used. Our ice caps melt. Though seeing, they do not see. Though hearing, they do not understand. Jesus Christ also told us to not worship idols or false god. An idol, a false god, a corporation. Another metal god is television. It is a master of intrigue that spreads wickedness among the holy people. A fierce king it is, a difficult foe, a one-eyed antichrist, a spreader of lies promoting worldly materialism and filth. An idol became an industry. In that industry, spread stone worshipping and disease. You are not your car. You do not need your car. Rich people do not need their car. Rich people do not need their jet. Rich people do not need their yacht. TV sells you car. TV sells many false gods and stone idols. Jesus Christ said not to worship false gods or stone idols. Jesus Christ established the Sabbath as law. In 225 years, it will be the seventh day of man, year 6000 of the Jewish calendar, which we are instructed to observe by not working. As I have said before, not working means we are not polluting our environment. This work stoppage just happens to coincide with humanity polluting the earth to being inhospitable. If an ox falls in a pit on the Sabbath, do you not retrieve it? If an emergency happens on the Sabbath, do you not attend to it? On the Sabbath year, we too are abolishing debts. Abolishing debts will help us cease unnecessary polluting work. Work is causing us to consume more than our share of the earth's environment. Paper is held in an idol. You can't drink paper. You can't eat paper. Paper is useful as a medium of exchange. It is not a rock for few to control and many to worship. It is not a legitimate means to subjugate and dominate people. To force people to worship an illegitimate idol to live in society is bullshit. That society has constructed an idolatrous prison. A prison constructed out of an idol. Jesus Christ, he healed the sick, fed the poor, and he raised the dead. We all fall. Jesus Christ gives us hope that we may be liberated, saved, made whole, and healed. Jesus may provide us with hope, love, and peace. The ministry of Jesus Christ is divine. It is written by the one true God, the creator of heaven and earth.